The European club season is finally over, guys.
Yeah.
And now clubs are on holiday. In a few days, the Euros are starting, so there's something to look forward to. But already across the major leagues in Europe, the game of the managerial musical chairs has already begun. Welcome to Sport Maestros, guys. We'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, welcome. It's only right that at the end of the season, clubs take a stock of how the season went. For some, they have come to the inescapable decision. It's time for the coach to go. However, many of the choices have been curious, and as managers come in, the choices keep getting curiouser and curiouser. Alright, Raji, where do we start? Okay, let's start from the Bundesliga. You would agree with me, not because he coached Chelsea before. Thomas Tuchel is a fantastic coach.
Yeah, he's obviously a fantastic coach.
Now, if Tuchel leaves, would you believe that it is a certain Vincent Kompany that will take his place?
In a century, I would never have predicted that Vincent Kompany would become the
Bayern, and the thing is that Bayern, they have a very good recruitment process, whether it's a player they want or whether it's a manager they are pursuing. You look at the managers that have come to Bayern even in the last few years, fantastic, top grade. What will inform their choice of this economy?
I think the thing about that decision is the same reason why other clubs are going for these younger coaches with inexperience. I think it's a way of phasing out the old generation coaches and bringing in a new generation of coaches. I would say the same thing about many of the choices many of those coaches we are going to talk about in this content. And if you look at outside those coaches we are going to discuss, look at the likes of Thiago Motta in Bologna. These are coaches without experience, and they end up performing brilliantly. You look at Bayer Leverkusen also, Xabi Alonso, the same thing. So I think it's just ushering a new generation of coaches.
But the issue is that for Vincent Kompany, yes, he got promotion with Burnley. Yeah. But the very next season, Burnley got relegated under his watch. Now, how do you move from being the manager that midwife the relegation of Burnley to being, at the helm at one of Europe's elite clubs?
The truth about all this is that
he hasn't won anything.
Yes, he hasn't, but it doesn't. To me,
okay,
I've seen certain things.
He hasn't won anything if we don't consider the EFL as something.
And you remember he came second in the Belgian league. So let's put that. Let's leave that aside. But we've seen situations whereby coaches perform poorly in a club and left for another club, and they were fantastic. This guy just won the Champions League yesterday for the 5th time. Remember, Ancelotti was in Everton, and it wasn't as if he was performing very well. And the next season, he was in Real Madrid, and he transformed Real Madrid around.
But there was no doubting Ancelotti's pedigree before.
Sure. But then, there's no doubting many of these coaches right now. Arteta has done fantastic.
There's no doubting Mr. Kompany.
No. See. Even when we're talking about experience, I'll say at this point, at the point where Vincent Kompany was appointed as the coach of Bayern, compared to when Arteta was appointed as the coach of Arsenal, he had more experience than Arteta.
Alright, but I am sure that in Belgium, let's say it goes, the jury's out of Vincent Kompany. But can it be worse? Because here on the Stamford Bridge, it's Enzo Maresca. For the life of me, sincerely, I speak as a Chelsea fan now. For the life of me, why Enzo?
Look at my face. Why?
We could just have allowed Pochettino to continue.
Why? But then, Pochettino had a mutual agreement with the club. Yes, no. The problem with let's face reality here. No experienced coach right now will want to touch Chelsea. Why? Because every coach wants.
Right, I can give you a short list of managers that will be glad to be back at Chelsea.
Not with this present management. This present management wants to they want a puppet that they can control. See,
are you saying Conte wouldn't have come back?
Conte won't come back.
Are you saying Tuchel wouldn't have come back?
Conte is a manager that likes to have his resources given to him whenever he requests for it, and that's why you have had issues with clubs.
So you are saying more or less we'll continue buying players that don't fit. We'll continue playing and losing against small clubs. Well, and then our best is to hope for maybe another cup run and then the 6th or 7th place finish next season.
At least it is the way it is right now. There's nothing we can do about the fact that this decision has been made. So we can only
give it to Enzo won the EFL too. So
yeah, he won the EFL. And he's relatively young for a coach. Then you have to look at another fact that
Enzo should be 44.
44, yeah.
Right.
At 44, he's twice the age of most of our young players right now. So he has a young squad ready to learn. Young squad ready to play.
But does the age of the manager matter? Why is this insistence on youth? Look at Ancelotti, for instance. He's not young. Sir Alex won until the season he retired. I don't know.
For Real Madrid, Florentino Perez is just like our former owner Abramovich. They want trophies. And if you are an owner that wants trophies, you need to sign the best. And that was why obviously they went for Arsenal.
So Enzo is on that project as Chelsea.
Yes, which is becoming worrisome. You know why it's becoming worrisome? All what we spent on compensations in the last 1 year is enough to buy 2-3 players.
In the last few years.
1 year.
Okay. By the time you look at Tuchel.
Because you sack Tuchel compensation. Brought in Potter. Compensated Brighton. Sacked Graham.
Yes.
Compensated Graham. Brought in Lampard. Lampard left. Signed Pochettino, brought in with compensation or to Pochettino also. It is becoming worrisome. It's like they just keep wasting money.
Enzo comes on board with a lot of question marks. Well, we hope that he's able to put a lot of doubters and cynics like us.
Yes, like me. Enzo, please
disappoint me. And do well.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. Napoli appointed Antonio Conte quickly.
Very, very fantastic decision, and that's because Napoli this season has been all over the place. They've been all over the place. No identity.
And it looked like it was time for pure.
Yes. After Spalletti left, they capitulated.
Oh, sorry, Spalletti.
After Spalletti left, they capitulated. And they didn't have that identity they had last season. They could win this game, but they either lost or drew against the top teams in the league. So someone like Conte to bring them into shape.
Alright.
Bring them into shape. He knows what he wants. He knows the style of play. He knows the diet for his players. Everything to the letter. I think it's a fantastic signing.
I think that is one very shrewd decision.
Very, very.
Already Napoli are contenders for the Scudetto.
Yes. With Conte, they are contenders.
With Conte. Well done, and all the best to Antonio Conte. All right, I think West Ham also did good business.
Well,
Julian Lopetegui is back in the Premiership. This is a coach that has done well. At Sevilla, he won the Europa Cup. At
Sevilla.
but look at the tiny business he did with was it Wolves? Yes, Wolves. About 13-14 matches gone, Wolves had just 10 points. He came, by the time the season ended, they finished at 13.
To me, since Lopetegui left Real Madrid, he has been short. Even the Real Madrid was pretty much mediocre to me.
At Porto, he wasn't.
No.
At Porto, he wasn't.
Most of his career has shown a trend of mediocrity.
He won with his Spanish under-19s They won with the Spanish under 21s.
Come on now.
Those are the only 2 trophies England boasted since 1966. What are you doing?
I will say England and the one that the elites in the world. Come on now.
Are you one? No. Let's stop that. See. I don't see. I believe they should have just gone like they should have just continued with Moyes. Moyes have been doing well. Yes, this season.
Okay.
Yes, he won the last year. He won the Conference League.
Yes, the Conference League.
Last year, and you can't blame him because of one season.
With Moyes, it's appeared that they have come to the end of the cycle.
Okay.
I think with Lopetegui, it's a breath of fresh air. I am hopeful that they will keep contending at least for the European places. They will play attractive football.
Good luck to Lopetegui.
And then maybe they will get 1 or 2 against clubs like Man City and Liverpool for our sake, for Chelsea's sake. All right. There's also Liverpool. Thank you. And his loss comes from Feyenoord.
Yes.
It follows the narrative that we have seen all season. Though he's a bit older, 45, that Mr. Kompany at 38. You know, he's won the Eredivisie. Yes.
The KMVD Cup.
He's won the Cup too. But good is thing for him that it's Liverpool. They have more patience.
I mean, every team in Premiership right now, except for Man City, have all the patience. Yes, Arsenal have the patience with.
They demonstrated faith with
Arteta. Manchester United have the patience. See,
we are still not sure.
Okay,
but
Chelsea.
We'll keep monitoring.
But Chelsea as it is right now, will accept any coach that is ready to be controlled. You get. So I don't see, except for Man City. Like this guy said yesterday, he said Man City. Mourinho said Man City. Pep Guardiola will look at other clubs' mess and just laugh because it looks like he's going to be the king of EPL for a very long time because every other club are in a mess.
But you will say going into next season, yes, we wish Arne Slot well at Liverpool, but it looks like a rebuilding task for the first 1 or 2 seasons.
Like
so going into next season, the biggest contender or the biggest threat to Man City will be Arsenal and perhaps Tottenham Spurs.
Arsenal and Arsenal. No other.
Not even Spurs.
Not even Spurs? Come on now. Come on.
Alright. So I will still be rooting for Arsenal. And we do hope that yes, someone else gets to win apart from Manchester City. And that's where we're going to call it a wrap.
Should we call it a wrap? Because there are still other coaches out there who I won't say are out of jobs, but are just there available for the right club. Like club are just left now. Maybe you'll be on sabbatical for some time, then get a new club. Pochettino, I won't say is out of job because he decided to leave.
He doesn't have a permanent address. A permanent work address at the moment, so he's out of a job. Zinedine Zidane has been for a long time. Top coaches hope that they're coming to management soon.
Yes, and Tuchel also is out there.
Thomas Tuchel. And finally, Mourinho is going to land on the shores of Turkey. All the best, Monsieur Jose. And guys, thank you so much. We'll be calling it a wrap here. Hope that you keep faith with us in this off season. There are a lot of things we'll be talking about. Thank you guys. See you soon.